Welcome to another episode of PC Building Simulator. In the last episode, we still needed to finish this PC build to get a 3D Mark score of 1979. So we are going to start with this build first thing. Let's get the side panels off, and we'll start getting components put inside. Okay. Can't remember if we're putting a AIO water cooler in here or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and take that front panel off. Let's just get all this stuff out of our way. Okay. Let's get our motherboard in there. It's a big motherboard. Or at least bigger than the ones I normally use. I really should probably invest in the tool that puts all of the screws in really quick when you just click. I did buy the tool that plugs things in when you power it on, so I guess it's going to just start plugging stuff in as soon as things are mounted. Let's get the CPU in there. And let's get... trying to remember what RAM we had for this. Must have been this. And this one. Okay. Let's get some thermal paste on here before I forget. We will get our CPU cooler. Yep, we have a liquid cooler for this. I'm glad I went ahead and took that front panel off. Get this all screwed down. Oops. Okay. And that, whoop. I want to cable this up because I always forget. And then we will get the graphics card. Actually, I think we're doing dual GPUs in this. So let's get this one in. And then hopefully there's room in here for another one. Let's see, is it going down here? Nope, it's going up there. Okay. Get this one in. And then let's put that little PCI cover back on. Keep everything looking nice and neat. Let's get our power supply. Well, that's going to get a little annoying. Just because sometimes you got to put these rings on, and then you've got to, it automatically plugs in, then you've got to unplug it. So I just can't win. Okay. Believe we had oh, I bet this had to go in before. Can we even mount one of these in here? Does this have an M.2 slot? I'm pretty sure I bought an M.2. Yeah, that looks like M.2. So let's get that installed, and then we'll put our graphics card back in. And then we had, I gotta zoom out some, that is way too close. And then we had a 2 terabyte hard drive. I cannot remember if they specified a cable color, so let's see. This was Azuka. Azuka. Any particular color? I don't see one. So, let's see what we have. Maybe just a plain black. We've got a bunch of other colors going on in here. Get everything plugged up. Oops. And we'll get this connected. I think that is everything. Let's power this on. And I'm going to go ahead and install this front dust filter and the front panel. So I'm pretty sure we're good. And I forgot to put a USB drive in. So let's just power cycle it. Okay. Let's get 3D Mark on here. Actually, let's go into the BIOS real quick and just make sure that everything's running like we want it to. Let's turn XMP on. Yep, that's what we want as the boot. Let's do that. And now let's get 3D Mark running. I'm going to let this run. As soon as it's done, I will come back and show you guys the score. So I think that definitely beat the score of 1979 pretty easily. I mean, they had a very large budget. I don't remember exactly what it was. Let's go take a look real quick. 2250 was the budget. So we were able to get them a 7208 when all they wanted was 1979. So, oops. So let's get this case all put back together. And then we can get this out into the hall and collect some money. Let's see, we still need the PCI lock. And we'll get the side panel on here. All right. Let's collect the money for that one. Okay, so we got some new emails, so let's go through those, and we'll just start with this. It says, "Hello. I need a new PC. Can you help? I really want to get decent FPS in Minecraft, a recommended spec. Have you heard of Mortoni? They're meant to be pretty good. Can you make this your #1 priority, please?" So I think for a $2,500 budget for parts, you should be able to get a whole lot of FPS in Minecraft. So let's go ahead and accept that one. Hi, build me a PC. I need a new rig. Couldn't play Counter-Strike Source, recommended spec before. Hopefully we'll be able to soon. I've got to have it in 12 days. My brother has AMD in his PC and says they are the best. Don't try and pass off any used parts. I want all new stuff. So a budget of $3,750 for parts. Just to play CS Source. I think you're going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and accept that one. Hi. So I broke my PC the other day. I'm sure someone like you can work out what's wrong. Nothing happens if I press the power button, but I can hear a weird buzzing sound coming from the back. The warranty for the PSU just expired, so it's probably that. The vents look a bit clogged. Is that okay? It looks a bit bland in there. Some plastic purple cables might make it look nicer. So we just need to fix that one and put some purple cables in it. So we will accept that. Good day. I need you to repair my rig. I'm not sure what's wrong. Can you have a look? The mouse just freezes and I can't do anything. I don't know what's happening. You're the expert. It might need a bit of a clean. My brother has AMD in his PC. He says they're the best. Can you make this your #1 priority, please? So we will go ahead and accept that one as well. Okay, so before I end the day and get these ones to get fixed in, I'm going to put together some parts lists for these two. And as soon as I have a parts list for the first one, I will come back and show you what I'm going to order. So for the one to play Minecraft at recommended spec, here is recommended spec for Minecraft. It's pretty low. And their budget is pretty large at $2,500. So we're going to go, and it seems like they want Mortoni in there. We're going to go with the Mortoni H170 MTech Plus motherboard, an i5-6600, a NZXT Kraken X42, 2 sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum, I think it was 8 gig 3200 MHz, an MSI GTX 1070 Gaming Z, 550 watt power supply, 480 gig SSD. Again, they want Mortoni, so we're going to try to max that out. I'm putting 2 500 gig Mortoni hard drives in there, and then we're going to put it in the NZXT Hyper Beast. Okay, so I'm going to spec out this one next, and I will be right back. So for this build, for Counter-Strike Source, or recommended spec, here's what's recommended, but their budget again, $37.50. I mean, that's a huge budget just to play Counter-Strike Source. And we'll definitely get them something much nicer than just what's needed. So we're going to go with the Gigabyte GAAX370 Gaming K7 motherboard, the Ryzen 7 1800X, the NZXT Kraken X72, four sticks of Corsair Dominator Platinum 16 gig 3200 MHz. Up here, we're getting two more of these MSI GTX 1070 Gaming Zs to put in there. A 650 watt Platinum EVGA power supply, a 512 gig M.2 SSD, 4 terabyte hard drive, and the NZXT S340 designed by Razer. So we're going to go ahead and order all of this stuff. Close this out. We will end our day. That way we can get all of this stuff in, as well as the repairs that we need to do. So let's go end our day. Okay. Lots of parts. Lots of cases. Let's take a look at these that need fixing. Or at least there was one. What was the one that said asked for? Oh my, we got a bunch of new emails. One of them asked this one. This one asked for priority #1. So we will start with this one. And it is filthy. Let's start by blasting it out with some of this really loud compressed air. This must be one of those PCs that they just sit on the floor and completely ignore. Okay. Much much better. So let's just see if it powers up. No CPU found. Well, let's take a look. Oh, I've got to unplug it first. There's definitely a CPU in there, so it must be broken. 1500X, which I don't have. So let's order one real quick. Where are you, 1500X? There you are. We'll add that to the cart. Wonder if there's anything else wrong with this one. Let's take a look at this one, though, in case we need to order some parts. Get the inside all blown out. Because it is filthy. Maybe. Okay. Let's see if it will not even power on. So let's try checking the PSU first. See if that happens to be the problem. What's still plugged in? Hard drive. Let's take a look. Yep, broken Corsair TX550M. Let's go order one of those. Corsair. So let's go ahead and order these parts. Let's just have them delivered today. Let's come back over to this computer. And let's sell off this broken one. And let's put the new 1500X in there. And we'll get their cooler. Pretty sure it was this cooler. Now let's see what it does. Okay. Let's get the side panel back on, and that one is done. Let's put this out in the hall. Let's get the new power supply put in this one. Whoops. Power supplies. Let's get rid of this broken Corsair. I think they wanted a custom cable color for this one too. Wait a minute, what was this person's name? Lucky Rider. Plastic purple. Wonder if I have, it looks like they already have plastic purple. Plastic plain purple. Well, let's just remove all of these and make sure they all match. Because most of this is just going to be what comes from the power supply. Oops. Is that everything? They have an SSD in here that needs to... No. Let's see if this works now. Okay. Let's get the PSU mount on here. And we will get the sides put back on. Okay. Let's get this out in the hall. Let's collect some money. Get that out of here. Collect this one. Okay. So, let's get these builds put on some tables here. Let's do medical jewelies first. Which case is this? Hyper Beast. That's the one I want. Get this case taken apart. This is such a cool looking case. Now let's start getting parts in here. So for the motherboard, we go with this Mortoni. We're going to get the i5 mounted in here. Got the 6600. We've got, what am I looking for? Memory, 8 gigs. And 8 gigs. Let's get this out of the way. Get a couple of these out of here. And let's get the graphics card in. The 1070 Gaming Z. Actually, yeah, let's take the front of this off. Let's get some thermal paste, because I always forget. We'll get the cooler. Nice. Let's see, what did we have for storage? This. And this was the one we were doing a couple of more Tonys in. Let's get this ring off of here. PSU mount. And we'll get our power supply installed. Unhook yourself. Thank you. Get this back on here. Okay. Let's get the dust filter put back on. And the front panel. Let's go ahead and start cabling things up. Let's see how these purple kind of goes with that color. Let's try it. Get everything connected here. case, or else it won't turn on. Get all this stuff plugged in. Let's power it up. I'm going to go into the BIOS real quick. Let's just make sure XMP is on. Oh, before we do that restart, let's get a USB drive in here. Okay, it's good to go. Let's get the case put back together. And we will send this on its way. Get the PCI lock on here. Well, there we go. Didn't want to highlight for me. All right. Let's collect the money for that one. And we'll discard it. So I'm going to end this episode here. We'll save this next build for the next episode and all these emails. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode.